Welcome to Millennium Sports World. Today we have brought latest local and international sports stories of tennis, basketball, auto race, world soccer, cricket and some more sports news. So let's dive into today's sports world. At first, let's have latest tennis story. World number 6 Casper Ruud defeated Stefanos Tsitsipas 7-5, 6-3 to win the Barcelona Open on Sunday. The Norwegian earned revenge after his defeat by the Greek world number 7 in the Monte Carlo Masters final last week to claim the biggest trophy of his career. Ruud, a three-time Grand Slam runner-up, had won 10 titles at 250 level with the 500 ranked clay court event in Barcelona, his 11th career triumph. For me, it means a lot. This is my biggest title that I ever won in my career. It's something I have chased for a long time already, Ruud told Teledeport. I have never won a 500 before or a 1000. I have been to a few finals but always came up a little bit short. I didn't start great during the match but luckily I was able to come back in and play really well in the end of the first and the second set. The 25-year-old leads the tour with 29 wins this year but had lost in 3 finals before wrapping up his first title of 2024 when Tsitsipas, who lacked his usual spark, went long. Now let's have latest basketball story. The defending champions Denver Nuggets, powered by 32 points from Nikola Jokic, shook off a slow start to beat LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers 114-103 in Game 1 of their NBA playoffs first round series. The Nuggets, who swept the Lakers in 4 games in the Western Conference Finals on the way to their first title last season, continued their dominance of star-studded Los Angeles on Saturday. Jokic added 12 rebounds and 7 assists. Jamal Murray added 22 points with 10 assists, and Michael Porter Jr. scored 19 for the Nuggets, who used a 13-0 scoring run to take charge in the third quarter, in which they restricted the Lakers to 18 points. James scored 32 points and grabbed 14 rebounds, and Anthony Davis added 27 for the Lakers, who cut a 15-point deficit early in the fourth quarter to 6 only for the Nuggets to pull away again. Jokic's only 3-pointer of the game pushed the Nuggets' lead to 103-93. He added a dunk over James, who took a hard fall with a minute remaining but stayed in the game to the bitter end. Mindset needed to change, Jokic said of the Nuggets' third quarter resurgence. I think for the second half defense was amazing. Lakers coach Darvin Ham said the Nuggets' 15-6 superiority in offensive rebounding was key as Denver piled up 18 second chance points. Now let's have latest world soccer stories. Manchester United overcame an astonishing collapse to beat Coventry on penalties in an FA Cup Classic on Sunday, setting up a second straight FA Cup final against Manchester City. Erik ten Hag's men won the shootout at Wembley 4-2, with Rasmus Højlund scoring the decisive spot kick after the teams were level at 3-3 after extra time. The game perfectly encapsulated a chaotic season for Ten Hag's men, who were well off the pace in the Premier League and had a Champions League campaign to forget. There was no hint of what was to come when United coasted into a 3-0 lead against their second-tier opponents in the London sunshine, with goals from Scott McTominay, Harry Maguire and Bruno Fernandes. But they have made a habit of tossing away leads in recent weeks, and the match against Coventry proved no different. Manchester City beat Chelsea 1-0 in the other semi-final on Saturday. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world, continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BT Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium Sports World. You are watching latest world soccer stories. Lionel Messi scored twice and created another for Sergio Busquets as Inter Miami beat Nashville 3-1 on Saturday to maintain top spot in Major League Soccer's Eastern Conference. Miami suffered an early setback when their defender Franco Negri deflected a corner from Daniel Levitz into his own net in just the second minute of the game at Chase Stadium. Gerardo Martino's team have now failed to keep a clean sheet in each of their last 11 games, and it could have been worse when 3 minutes later Josh Bauer blasted a shot against the bar. But Messi soon had Miami on level terms. The Argentine, set free by a clever flick from Diego Gomez, saw a shot parried out by Nashville keeper Elliot Penico, but after Luis Suarez directed the loose ball back to him, Messi slotted home to make it 1-1 in the 11th minute. 9 minutes from the end, Miami were able to put the game to bed when Afonso was ruled to have been brought down inside the box by Bauer, and Messi slotted home the penalty. The goal was Messi's 9th goal in as many games in all competitions this season for Miami. Liverpool got their Premier League title challenge back on track with a 3-1 win at Fulham on Sunday to move level on points with leaders Arsenal. The destiny of the title remains in Manchester City's hands, with the defending champions 1 point behind the top two with a game in hand. However, Liverpool and Arsenal have put the pressure on Pep Guardiola's men by bouncing back from shock defeats last weekend. Jurgen Klopp said ahead of the game at Craven Cottage that the return of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Diogo Jota from injury was what gave his side a chance at clawing their way back into the title race. Both were on target either side of Ryan Gravenberch's first Premier League goal. Klopp took the brave decision to rest a series of first-team regulars among 5 changes to the side that won 1-0 but failed to overturn a 3-0 first-leg deficit against Atlanta in the Europa League quarter-finals on Thursday. Mohamed Salah, Alexis Mac Allister, Dominic Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones and Ibrahima Konate dropped the bench. Pep Guardiola slammed the unacceptable schedule that put fatigued Manchester City's health at risk in their 1-0 win against Chelsea in an FA Cup semi-final scheduled just 3 days after their grueling Champions League exit. Guardiola was furious that the Football Association and television broadcasters set City's semi-final for Saturday instead of giving them an extra day to recover after Wednesday's penalty shootout loss to Real Madrid in the Champions League quarter-finals. Exhausted City were fortunate to survive a series of Chelsea misses at Wembley before Bernardo Silva's 84th minute winner atoned for his penalty blunder in the shootout against Real. Guardiola took aim at the authorities for putting his players' futures in danger when they could have played Manchester United's semi-final against Coventry on Saturday instead of Sunday, because neither club was in European action this week. Guardiola insisted he would not speak to the sports governing bodies about his complaint because he is convinced they will not listen to him. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BT Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium Sports World. Now we will have latest auto race stories. Max Verstappen rounded off a dominant weekend with victory in the first Chinese Grand Prix for 5 years to extend his World Championship lead a day after romping to sprint victory. The three-time world champion controlled the race on Sunday, finishing 13.7 seconds ahead of McLaren's Lando Norris, with Red Bull teammate Sergio Perez third, a further 6 seconds back. It was another all-conquering display from Verstappen, who won his 4th Grand Prix this season and the 58th of his career. He increased his lead over Perez at the top of the Drivers' Championship to 25 points, with Red Bull pulling 44 points clear of Ferrari in the constructors' standings. Only a rare brake failure and retirement in Melbourne denied Verstappen the chance of a clean sweep of all 5 rounds in 2024 as he marches towards a 4th consecutive world title. It felt amazing. The whole weekend we were incredibly quick, just enjoyable to drive on every compound, said Verstappen, who took his first victory in China. The Ferrari pair of Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz were 4th and 5th. A race car veered off the track during a competition in Sri Lanka on Sunday and rammed into a crowd of spectators and race officials, killing 7 people and injuring 20 others, officials said. Thousands of spectators looked on as the mishap took place during a race in the town of Diatalawa in the tea-growing Central Hills, about 180 kilometers east of the capital, Colombo. Police spokesman Nihal Thaldua said one of the cars veered off the track and crashed into spectators and officials of the event. 7 people, including 4 officials, were killed and another 20 were being treated at a hospital, said Thaldua. He said 3 of the injured were in critical condition. He said police have launched an investigation into the accident, which was the 17th out of 24 events scheduled. The race was suspended after the accident. About 45,000 spectators had gathered at the race circuit at the Sri Lankan Military Academy. The event was organized by the Sri Lankan Army and Sri Lanka Automobile Sports. Now we will have latest cricket stories. Mark Chapman hit an undefeated 87 to lead an under-strength New Zealand to a shock 7-wicket victory over Pakistan in the 3rd 2020 international in Rawalpindi on Sunday. The 29-year-old left-hander smashed his runs of 42 balls to anchor New Zealand's chase of a 179-run target in 18.2 overs against a much-vaunted Pakistan bowling attack, silencing a packed 16,000-strong holiday crowd. Shadab Khan and Babar Azam were the main contributors in Pakistan's 178 for 4 after the hosts were sent in to bat. Tim Robinson hit 28 of 19 balls and Tim Safer 21 of 16 to set the tone for New Zealand's chase. New Zealand were already strongly placed at 53 for 2 in the 6th over before Chapman and Dean Foxcroft took over, adding a solid 117-run third-wicket partnership to square the 5-match series at 1-1. Pakistan won the second game by 7 wickets, while the first match was washed out after just 2 balls. Both were also in Rawalpindi. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium Sports World. You are watching latest cricket stories. Kolkata Knight Riders survived a late charge by Royal Challengers Bangalore batsmen to win by 1 run in an IPL thriller after Virat Kohli's angry outburst at his dismissal on Sunday. Bengaluru conceded 222 for 6 after electing to field first at Kolkata's Eden Gardens, with Phil Salt smashing 48 of 14 balls and skipper Shreyas Iyer hitting 50. Needing 21 to win the final over by Mitchell Starc, Bengaluru's number 10 Karan Sharma hit the Australian left-arm quick for 3 sixes before being caught and bowled. Wicketkeeper Salt then ran out Loki Ferguson on the last ball despite a wide throw by the fielder as Bengaluru were bowled out for 221. England batsman Will Jacks, who made 55, and Rajat Patidar, who hit 52, attempted to set up the chase in a 102-run third-wicket stand, which was broken by Russell. Russell took down both the batsmen in 1 over, and mystery spinner Narayan came up with another double blow in 1 over, including Green and Mahipal Lumrer. Dinesh Karthik with his 18-ball 25 and Sharma with 20 of 7 balls tried their best to chase down the target, but Kolkata held their nerve. Now let's have some other sports stories. Olympic champion Perez Jepchirchir won the London Marathon in a women's-only world record as Alexander Munoz's victory in the men's race made it a Kenyan double. The race on Sunday was preceded by 30 seconds of applause for Kelvin Kiptum, 2023 winner of the men's race, who was killed in a car accident in February. The poignant day ended with Jepchirchir in particular putting down a marker ahead of her title defense at the Paris Olympics. The field for the women's race was considered one of the best ever assembled, with 3 of the 4 fastest women in history competing. The 30-year-old Kenyan came home in front of world record holders Tigst Asifa and Jocelyn Jepkowski to break the record mark without male pacemakers. Jepchirchir's time of 2 hours 16 minutes 16 seconds smashed the women's only course record of 2 hours and 17 minutes and 1 second set by compatriot Mary Keitany in 2017. In the men's race, Munoz delivered another win for Kenya on a day when the London Marathon remembered last year's champion Kiptum, who was killed in a car crash in Kenya in February. Kiptum's countryman and friend ran alone down the final straight in front of Buckingham Palace to earn an impressive victory in his first major marathon. Roman Gabriel had big size and a big arm when he was the number 2 draft pick of the Los Angeles Rams in 1962. Even while playing in an era of grinding it out on the ground, he still holds the Rams team record with 154 touchdown passes. Gabriel, the first Filipino-American quarterback in the NFL and the league MVP in 1969, died Saturday. He was 83. His son Roman Gabriel III announced his father's death on social media, saying he died peacefully at home of natural causes. In 2021, the elder Gabriel told the Los Angeles Times, "I am retired with heart problems and arthritis but happy." He said he split time between Wilmington, North Carolina and Little River, South Carolina. "We mourn the loss of Rams legend and football pioneer Roman Gabriel," the Rams said on X, formerly known as Twitter. Gabriel, who played at North Carolina State and was a two-time Player of the Year in the Atlantic Coast Conference, was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1989. He was 6'5" and 235 pounds, big for a quarterback in that era. Green Bay coach Vince Lombardi once described him as a big telephone pole, according to the Los Angeles Times. Gabriel played 11 years for the Rams and 5 years with the Philadelphia Eagles, where he was traded after the Rams acquired John Huddle. That's all in today's Sports World. Keep watching Millennium Sports World for latest sports update. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV. And also in all European countries and Australia available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all types of informative and entertainment program. Thank you.